welcome to day 7 of Vlogtober. It's Tuesday and it's a bit later today. It's 10 o'clock. I will explain why in a moment. But I'm having a lazy, well, no I'm not. Yes, I'm trying to have a lazy day. And I'm staying in and yeah, just pottering around. I've got me comfies on. And yeah, but I keep meaning to show you. Now, a couple of weeks ago from the lovely Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. She sent us this gorgeous picture, sticker on a card. Oh, absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. But she actually said, got me, oh, we've put it on our freezer because we just love it. And she saw it in, did she say? I'm sure she said in the email TK Maxx. But anyway, she saw this, bless her, and thought of me. So thank you so much. And I'm going to turn you around and show you what it is. It's brilliant. It's a magnetic notepad with pumpkins on. There is a pen with it. That's over on my my trolley. It's orange pen. But oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that adorable? So yeah, we thought we'd put it here. And yeah, it just sits nice at home in the kitchen. So Carolyn, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. I really do. Right then, so why we're on a bit of a drag today. Little Elmo, it has to be Elmo, that name crops up. Got me up at 2 o'clock this morning. So I came downstairs with him and we had playtime because it's all he wants is attention and cuddles and make sure I'm all right and everything else. And Glenn got up at 3:45 like he does, and he said, Veen, he says, you're going to have to go back to bed. He says, you can't keep doing this and not sleeping in the day. So I said, all right, then I promise. So Glenn left at about 10 to 5, I think, this morning. And Elmo has his breakfast at 5 o'clock. So I fed him his. I had mine at 5 with him. And then he goes to sleep. I know. And then I went upstairs and I managed to get a couple of hours anyway. So, because by the time I got up there, it was, you know, 5:30ish. So, yeah. So I'm not awake properly. So sometimes I think, I don't know if any of you are the same, but sometimes if I go to sleep, back to sleep, I feel worse than I do if I don't. But there you go. There you go. So today is an indoor day, as I've said. I am planning on doing my cross stitch and I'm going to show you the progress of my crochet blanket. So it is a bit of a crafty day today, but, oh, and also something that I've ordered. I will tell you all about that in a bit. Butter wouldn't melt, eh? Butter wouldn't melt, I should say. Here he is. Yep. Butter wouldn't melt. See, and now you take Mum's chair all day. You want Mum all night, and then you want me chair all day. What am I going to do with you? Huh? What am I going to do with you? Hi, I'm back. I've sat down now. It's later on in the morning. It's nearly 11:30, so it's been lunchtime for Elmy and me in half an hour. So, yeah. Right then. Oh, yeah, as I was going to say, if any of you watch Lindy Stitches. Now, Lindy Stitches is a cross-stitch designer over in America, and my gosh, I've got lucky enough to have a couple of her patterns upstairs, and she is just brilliant. She's fun to watch. She's the one who organises all the Jingle Ball. Is it Jingle Ball? And there's another one in a, oh dear, anyway, she does lots of online retreats in the year with designers and everything. Well, I watched this morning her latest video, and you know, oh, it's brilliant. So if you don't watch Lindy Stitches, hop over to her floss tube because she is fun. And also as well, I'd like to say my lovely friend Nancy, hi sweetie, from Kitty Scrapper, is doing Vlogtober for the first time. Oh my gosh, she's not doing every day, she's doing every couple of days, you know, because she works full time and that. So but it's oh, and she's doing a fantastic job. Nancy, you're doing amazing, you really are, sweetheart. And yeah, honestly, it's brilliant. And she messaged me saying that she is also going to EYF in March, and on the same day, so we're going to meet up again. Oh, I can't wait. Also, as well, the lovely Denise. So, hi, Denise, from Dear Designs. Yeah, Dear Designs, as in DEER Designs. She's also doing vlogtober. So, and she's a knitter, because her and Nancy are both doing the MCAL. And oh gosh, it looks a lot of work for a week, doesn't it? Yeah, but yeah, they're doing it, bless them. And she also crochets, and she's also recently, well, a few months now, I think it is, or a year, whatever, doing cross stitch, and she's doing some beautiful cross stitch as well. So yeah, so there's a few, just 3, you know, podcasts if anybody needs something new. So yeah, honestly, absolutely brilliant. Right then, so I'm just letting you know, showing you today my, oh, as I say, I've done more than that, my squares so far. Look at those colours. I've got a green, I've just picked a green, random green out of the kit. I've brought the kit from Wool Warehouse, and it is done in Yarnsmith, and this is the Autumn Garden Blanket by D. Jameson, which is the crochet cabin. Look at that, it's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I am plodding along. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I really am. I've got the pattern in my head now, so I don't have to look at the pattern at all. It's all in there. Poor thing, probably bouncing around from you remember those games in the 80s? Was it the 80s where they had the things either side and it bounced either side? It's a bit like that in my brain. Nothing in sight to stop it. Right then, okay, so as I said, I'm having a cross stitch day today. I am loving it. I did a little bit of it yesterday. I am absolutely loving this cross stitch. And I am doing, it is a Primrose Cottage Stitches, and it is Leaves of Autumn, which my lovely friend Helen gifted me. And I've nearly done the tree, so I'm going to do a few more stitches down here, and then I'll move up to finish the tree off, and then I'll start decorating the tree, and then start going this way down to the houses and stuff like that. So I'm using all the called for DMCs, because as I said, what was it, last week, the actual is colour and cotton. Yeah, colour and cotton is, that's all it's given in the pattern. It's not even a conversion. So what I did is I went on to, because colour and cotton here in the UK is hard to get. So I went on to Google and just Googled the conversion over to DMC, and it seems to be working okay. The cloth I'm using is a 14 count vintage country mocha Ada. Mouthful. From Wool Warehouse. So it's just got that bit of a mottle to it, and it's coming up lovely. It really is. Is there anything I've got new in my little box, in my little bag, I should say? No, I don't think so. Not today. Not today. Right then, okay. So as I was saying in the kitchen, I have ordered. Now, cool, when I lived in Canada, when I actually came back from Canada, I had my own MFO box just of cross stitch. I had every DMC which was available then, because obviously they've added stuff. And yeah, so, and I started collecting big time over there. I really did. I had the books upstairs. I'll have to, next time, Glenn, I go up in the loft, because I've got a green box, which actually is a craft box, which I brought over there. It's plastic with pink handles. Ooh, and in there is some magazines that I brought when I was in Canada. So I'll have to get them out, won't I? Ooh, next time we go up in the loft, I'll ask you to get that box down for me. And then we can have a rummage through, can't we? but I don't know when that'll be. Anyway, and I actually brought a magnetic board. It was only a small one. I used that and used it and used it, and it come with magnetic strips. Anyway, on the journey back, for some unknown reason, because obviously all the MFO box came by sea, well, obviously we flew. And that's why you had to send everything so many weeks beforehand. So that was here in the UK, ready for when you arrived. But anyway, I don't know what happens these days, but that's the way it worked then. So, but it got a dent in it. It really did in the corner. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know, you know, but I got it out of the box and it had a little bit of a dent in it. And I carried on using it, and I even was using it, I think, a couple of months ago. There you go. Because I put it on my clipboard, you see. It's absolutely brilliant, but that dent was just getting right on my nerves. It really, really was. And I thought, right, that's it. This was yesterday. Right, that's it. I am going to invest into a new magnetic board. Now, I've managed to find on eBay this one. And it is done by a company I've not heard by. Because obviously the DMC ones, they do them. But this company, and it actually is an A4 size. So this is going to be bigger than the one I had, which is absolutely brilliant because of the patterns and everything. It comes with the strips. I have got where did I get them from in the end? Somewhere online. But they're originally the ones that wrap round the pattern, the magnetic ones that are from Fat Quarter Shop in the So Emma. And I have got one of these, which is a line finder, which has obviously got magnet on it. So that then can clip onto my board, and then it just shows a little area. And you know, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to get it. Well, anyway, I can't wait for it to come. They reckon it was already posted. I ordered it yesterday and it's already been posted. It's 48-hour delivery, so it should be, so what are we on today? It could be Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, depending on our postage. And it was only just £9 something with postage free. So, but it is an A4 magnetic board for cross stitch. Now, as I say, as soon as it arrives, I'll let you see it, and I'll let you know what I think of it and what it's like. And yeah, so I am actually looking forward to getting it, because it's a bigger board, magnetic board, and it actually goes on I put it on my clipboard. And then, because obviously the one with the bent in it didn't lay flat on my clipboard. So it goes on my clipboard, and then or if I don't want the clipboard, I just use it as is. But they are very handy if you're following a pattern. They really, really are. Not only for cross stitch, I use them, you can use them for, what do you call it? Like your colour working, your knitting, and your crochet and so on. So charts like that are absolutely brilliant. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting it. So I'll tell you all about that. Yeah, I'll tell you all about when it comes. Okay then, and the update of the cinnamon buns. They were a hit. Glenn, I went and picked him up from work, and I said, oh, I said, I've treated you, I've made you some cinnamon buns, pumpkin ones. He always said I was going to go right upstairs and have a nap. He said, I ain't now. So he loved them, absolutely loved them. There is a couple out there left, which I reckon he'll have this afternoon when he get home. So yeah. Sorry about the tap, tap, tap. My neighbour is doing something. So yeah. Anyway, I am going to get my cross stitch out. So I've got this. I've got my big one over there. You know, the one that is like that. I love, love, love that stand, but the width of this is too wide for it, unfortunately. So, because of the way it's done like that and not like that. So, yeah, so I just have on it with this. And this I bought in a charity shop for £1.50. So, and it's so lightweight, I just keep it downstairs. Now, I have it over the other end of my trolley. Absolutely brilliant, these are. Okay, then, right, so I'm going to do a bit of cross stitch. Oh. Right then, I got asked a question yesterday, left in the comments of yesterday's video, about measuring a sock. So I just thought I'd answer on here so everybody can, you know. I actually use a sock ruler. Now, I brought this sock ruler when it used to be Fibre East. So that's how long ago. So, and I've used it all the time. I really have. These are just not for toe-up socks. You can use them for cuff down. Okay. Actually, I might go and get Glenn's one and I'll show you. Actually, that might be an idea. Right, then I'm back. Okay, so this is Glenn's sock. Okay. And I always do cuff down because I do not like. I've tried toe up. I just don't like them. I really don't. So, and I've, so yeah. Okay, this is a DK sock. So it doesn't matter if it's DK or 4-ply or what. Now, actually on this ruler, and it doesn't actually say what company, but you can get all different ones. You can get, you know, plastic ones, wooden ones like this. So it's just called a sock ruler. Okay, this one has men here, then women. These are European centimetre sizes. On the other side, which is what I use, is the inches. So that's the men, and then that's the women, because obviously these are UK foot sizes. Okay, where these are European foot sizes. So, you know, if you know your European size. Anyway, so say for me, for a size 5 here, which is what my foot is, I am 9 1/4 inches, and then I take off 2 inches for the toe. So then I actually knit 7 inches from the heel. Now, for instance, for Glenn, he is a 10. Now I'm questioning myself. Or is he 11? One or the other. No, he's a 10. He is a 10. So yet again, 11 inches. So I'll take 2 inches off for the toe. So that'll be 9 inches I've got to do for the foot. My brother is up here with the big babies because he's got a big foot. And so on. I just take 2 inches off for the heel, for the toe. So to use it with a, when you're doing a cuff down. Now this works with any heel, okay? I'm just letting you know, it's any heel. So I get this, and as I say, I've got to go to 7 1/4 inches and then put my toe on. So I'll pop this in the heel, and you can do this with a heel flap gusset. At the moment, I'm only at 5 inches. So, but I know that I have to go to 7, where am I? Here I am, 7 1/4, and then I'll just put my toe on. And it fits me all the time. Now, what I have done is I actually, where would it be? This way. So when I first got the ruler, I actually stood on this. Okay, obviously lightly. So I put my heel here and I measured up here to make sure that I was actually the right size for what they're saying on here. And I am, okay? So, but if you find that if you stand on it and you're like 1 inch or 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch out, then just go by that, okay? But just remember to take a... Now, it depends on the pattern. I know that Christine Perry, for instance, she only does 1.5 inches lower than for the toe, where... I normally do 2 inches and it normally works. Plus it's easier on the old head to work out the maths. So, yeah, so it's a sock ruler. So I would say if you're starting on sock knitting, or if you want to know your sizes or anything like that, definitely invest in a sock ruler. They are brilliant. But as I say, they're not just for toe up. You know, a lot of people think, oh, but they're for toe up. No, I use mine and I'm a cuff down person. So, you know what I mean? It is absolutely brilliant. And that's worked for me every time, you know. So, you know, when I'm doing Glenn's, I'm doing Diddy's, I'm doing, or Rebecca's easy because she's the same size as me anyway. But, you know, I mean, other people, you know, they don't know. Because I've sat here and I'm knitting away on this. As I say, Glenn don't even notice what. Bless his heart. Even when I'll give it to him next month. He still won't notice that I've sat here knitting on it over the evenings with him. Oh, bless him. You got to bless him. Oh, I suppose he's thinking, oh, well, she's got something in her hands keeping her busy. Yes, she's keeping her quiet. Bless his heart. But, yeah, invest in a sock ruler. Then you don't have to do the maths, work out how many rows it is for each sock, then mark them all off. So, you know what I mean? These are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right then, so I am definitely going. Which I am going to love you and leave you all and be back tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. It's coming over cloudy and I've got my washing out. It's not supposed to rain. But it's warm. It is warm. According to my little temperature thing in here, it's 21 in here, so it's warm. Definitely warm. So there we go. Right then, as I say, I'm going to do a bit of cross stitch and yeah, and I will be back tomorrow. So please take care, stay safe. As always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye.